Subscribe if you viewed all the way through and you support poor people. Thank you so much. Hey. Hi. 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 It's a poodle. It's supposed to say besides. Oh, it's another one. You see that? It says beware of dog. Oh, how cute! Oh, they're big shot. How cute! Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, they're so precious.
Oh, you little disappointments!
Egg salted. Basically being assaulted by an egg. The pain level is a -1, but irritating. Oh my god. Now, it's maybe a little difficult to edit here because I thought this would be kind of fun. And Deon, you know what? We just gotta try something different. Yeah, you know, enjoy our little geeky self just you want to try something new. You know, just to get your channel going. First off, and Deon, because we got 2 newcomers last night, which is awesome. Yes, definitely thank Alice and Liam for being first timers on the channel yesterday, especially on the live stream. Especially Alice because she's a Ukrainian. Right, Ukrainian American, I like to call it. You know, she wasn't born here, but I consider her as an American. Sorry for being off topic. I'll probably tell more about this near the end. These are just basically 4 random experiences of pain that I went through from golf to, well, I don't want to spoil all of them. And basically, what you see here is posted from this episode of The Simpsons when Bart wanted to do a dumb edit prank over Springfield, and people want to kill him. You know, that's a little too excessive. But from my experience, right, since we're talking about like war stuff and what happened in, well, I found myself about in Michigan because there's a shooting. Oh my god! Well, it was a stabbing happened somewhere in Michigan. I think Michigan, Deon, yes. But it was outside of Flint. It's terrible. The thing is, from my experience, because I did a video of this, even though sadly it didn't do well in viewership wise, is that when I was going off when I was sneaking my way to Dollar Tree and going my way back home at night. Right? This happened on my way back, not my way there. I got hit by, I think a frozen egg, Deon, yes. And I gotta find the images again, because I basically do have them as proof that I did get hit by an egg by some dim-witted, pin-brain, prickly frat boys that shouted faggot for no apparent reason, because they're thinking it's fine just to assault someone that they don't even know, that just wants to just sniggle his way back home safely. Right? Short statured, of course. And yes, I felt any pain. I was really bothered because my t-shirt that I had was this covered in egg yolk. Really, just, nasty, kinda? I suppose, you know, I love eggs, but not that way. That actually makes sense. And I had one of the eggshells that was hit by me. But other than that, that basically did happen at that night. I don't remember what year it took place because my map book is just so sluggish. It's difficult just to even figure out the dates that I basically had the incidents or injuries, and I would just give it a -1, which means it doesn't hurt at all because it hit my chest, so ouch. Sorry. I do have somewhat of a pain tolerance, but for certain pains, the ones that are kind of more minor, it hurts a lot. So, and this basically happened in the past as well when I went to Fry's one night because I just want to get out of my house to get some fresh air. I did get hit by a frozen egg that you would think of from the freezer, yes. And if it wasn't for my nephew's Jordan's basketball backpack, I probably would have gotten an injured or fractured spine, I believe. If that makes sense. Also, to be off topic, because Deon, yeah, go ahead and say it. Yeah. Is it just me, or am I the only one that's laughed when, Deon, I think his name is Marvin. Yeah, you forgot. You did. That sounded like he said breast when he meant pass. Also, I like to talk to myself a lot because I tend to push too much. And it's 2/28 right now, the 29th September on a Monday. Anyway, on to the next one. The next pain level. Almost murdered by a paintball gunshot in broad daylight. Pain level, 4.4, but it went down to 2. A little difficult to explain. Also, fat ass Kurt, man, he deserved that because he doesn't like Jews. picture this. I think it's a male inkling. Yeah. I know you're doing your best. Yeah, you're doing your best. Oh, yeah, you know. Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. This is a male inkling, right? You know, I never played the Splatoon. I try to say for the ones that are just so pain me through a lot because I get nervous feeling that I have to talk really quickly because people's attention spans are that awful these days. This incident happened eons ago when I used to live, which is in Glendale, right? Here in Arizona, not California, you know, I live in Phoenix. It's basically, let's just say, the St. Paul of Phoenix, if that actually makes sense. When I lived in my townhouse at the time, I was going out for a walk, just snickling, you know, and enjoying the weather because I just want to get out of the house. And before, when I was doing a sharp right turn, as in crosswalking to Walgreens. I forgot where I was going in that day. I don't know if I was going to Walmart though, or no, Deon, actually, I think you're on your way back home. I don't remember exactly because my memory is fuzzy. I suddenly got shot, not by a gun, but a paintball gun, by these two men. One that was Hispanic, that's Mexican, right, nationality, and then the I would just has to be his friend. He used to be, and then he was black, yeah, if I recalled. And they were driving a black Mustang. Also, I just had to get myself some self-infection here. Ugh, yeah, you're doing your best. And I was unconscious for, I don't know, 22 seconds? A short period, right? Maybe up to 42 seconds. I thought I was dead. Because if they basically shot me in the heart, Deon, you would have been dead. Yeah, it's crazy, definitely. Even the Granny Blue Marble that actually makes sense because they did shot me on the right hip, or at least right above my hip, even though the the scar has healed, even though it's still visible. I just don't like to show skin, at least from my abdomen area or anywhere on my skin, unless it's my arms, right? And I think there was a bystander that did reach out to me, or at least they probably did seen. Well, no one's seen it because it happened so quickly. It asked for a random man. Again, this happened so long before all this, and to this day, because this happened just so randomly. And they did give me they did give me a lift back to my townhouse, which was basically across the street. Well, not across the street, but let's just say 2 minutes away, right? Walking distance, if that actually makes sense. And I basically told my mother about this, and Sally, well, I don't know who these men are since they just were probably attacking random people, and they were laughing. I could tell they were smiling. They weren't targeting me. They just want to target random people because I must have just been a random victim of them. And I it was just a crazy afternoon. Because the thing is, paintball guns, they do hurt if you don't have the protection. I'm sure, right? I don't know how people could play that. Think about that South Park episode, right? But that's airsoft, which is a little different. Okay, because it's as though you got shot by a gun because I was bleeding and I was wearing a kitten t-shirt that I purchased from Walmart that suddenly had a hole on it. I missed my shirt. I don't know what happened to it. And it was that bad that they basically fractured the side of my hip. Or at least they gave me the little scar. And that's basically what happened when I got splatooned, right? I like splatoon just means you got shot, but by a paintball gun, right? And I guess you could say, well, this is not for fun. This is like crime, because I think this should be attempted murder at this point, first degree. But yeah, that's basically what happened. I guess I have one more because I don't know if I could do four because this takes a lot of editing here. I just don't like this dark map box. This is so outdated because it's an early 2010 El Capitan. The software is just so bad. It kind of stresses me out. Dan, you're doing your best. Remember that. Ah, so I had to just grip my knees. Ah! Toothache. 6 out of 5. It is so damn painful. Oh my Buddha. I'm sure Dumbo and basically Deon, let's see, Craig, Mason, and the rest of you, right? They remember my live stream? Oh boy, this is gonna be fun to talk about. It's bad. It's bad.
Oh, that fang looks bad. Oh dear. This might take a lot of pain.
Don't you mean a lot of ice?
Ice? Well, where's the fun in that? Ooh, maybe an ice pick.
Can't you use something gentler?
Like a claw hammer? I could. Where did he go? Ah, kids today just don't know what's good for them.
We made an episode when Louise didn't want to go to the dentist because she has I think it is dental phobia. Yeah, it has to be. Or it could be on adultophilia, possibly. And I get a little bit nervous talking to myself sometimes. Yeah, it's alright. I know, you're trying to get used to it, right? And basically, the mother, which is supposed to be Linda and Bob, right? That wanted to treat her ice cream, I believe, if she does get her teeth clean. Well, it's kind of like that, right? And basically, this is not gingivitis, which is supposed to be, I forgot what gingivitis is. It's when you got like building plaque, which is supposed to be disgusting stuff or bacteria that grows in your mouth, right? I get this mixed up because I didn't do my research before I continue working or talking about this. Plus, I'm kind of tired, and I got a slice of toast, buttered toast, well, not really buttered, but and sausage while watching Chaos in the Sky in the background, playing Pokemon Stadium with his friend, his British friend. Basically, like gum disease, right? It's when if you basically have any type of condition, whether that be lacking of brushing your teeth or if you do drugs, that would basically break down the bacteria and whatnot. The enamel, which is practically the shield to protect your teeth from pain. By the way, for people that do have sensitive teeth, kind of like me, you know, my teeth are really, really durable and strong, right? Sensodyne. There was like a really cute black guy or black dentist in that commercial that advertised that. I need to get my own because my brother, he basically bought that in the past. And for toothache, if I could explain it, this picture Muhammad Ali, right? Or maybe Mike Tyson, depending on whom you prefer. That would Falcon, I thought it's Falcone, right? And I think about Jimmy Neutron's head. I don't know why. Falcone jaw. It's so painful. I've been so irritated, and just having my autistic meltdowns, right? Because the pain is so bad. No one's to blame for this, by the way. It was really, really, really darn painful. And my mother, she went through that herself, but not like I do, because I'm autistic. My brain is just more sensitive to pain, and it will be twitching because it also could do with stress. You know, that's mostly if you grind your teeth. My oldest nephew used to do that in his sleep, which is really interesting. I didn't knew that I could share a little something with all of you, right? Because I'm close to my nephews and nieces. Or at least I were at the time. And it bothered me so much, I felt that I want to kill myself. It was that bad. I think there was like a condition of it. But it does go away within 2 days max. It depends on the person. Because you would basically use maybe a cold towel or a cloth. I don't know why I didn't thought about that sooner. That way that the temp of the irritation would decrease so that the swelling would go down, aka decrease, right? Or it would be less red. And of course, the aftermath was the jaw pain. And then now I'm in good condition. And this happened because I sucked on Doritos. So it's barbecue Doritos. I'm not going to eat those for Buddha forbid until I can get my apartment 260 back. Right? That's a goal I wanted to do. Because I can eat Pringles. I just take a long hiatus. I don't always wonder what hiatus means. It means another word to say break. But I looked that up. Because I missed a pinch. Think about if you have a pen and you push it, okay, down your hand. That's how it felt in my gums, and it was really painful, right? and it did bother me when I was sleeping. I was able to sleep. So for the ones that are sensitive to or have sensitive gums, definitely buy Sensodyne or 3D Crest if you need to have strong toothpaste products to keep your teeth protected. Or if you can't afford that, well, sadly there's AIM. I don't think that's a good toothpaste brand. I tried it. It's good, but it's cheap, right? I like to say the toothpaste are poor people, but it's still toothpaste, right? And that is basically my experience with a toothache. Because if you see one of my live streams, it hurt like hell. It as though Satan was penetrating my gums, or he's giving me oral sex with his tail. That's how extreme it was. So that's just something I just wanted to share. Random pains, and I'll have to share the screenshots later, and because I'm a little bit too tired and I don't want to overwhelm myself. But if this does decent in viewership, I would love to post more of my pain experiences, because I could share one peak that I basically got in the end. Question mark. And if any of you have run through any pain, or if you have experienced toothache yourself, type the word ouchie, okay? Or a small emoji. There's no tooth emoji, sadly. Because I'm curious. Or maybe the community post. Whenever I'll be uploading this. I don't know. Even on the live streams, I do. I don't know. Or if you have run through any type of extreme pain. Whether that be from a football injury, which is what Mesa went through. Or I want to go into more detail, right? Or Brian losing a finger, right? Because I don't want to go in more detail. Give me or type a deal. Let's see, what would be a good one? It's hard, yeah, it is. Type I don't know, a bear emoji if you want. Other than that, I hope all of you will rest well. And Alice, thank you so much. Unspecible for just joining on the live stream today for the first time, right? I had to, because she's went through a lot and she's Ukrainian. And by the way, if you love Ukraine, okay, feel free to add a hashtag if you're able to. If not, that's fine. Slava Ukraini with the Ukrainian flag.
Perhaps if you tightened your grip, sir.
Ah, thank you, Golf Slave.